Now I'm going to try and make a little ash vase out of this piece of ash. The size of it is at the moment is 20 centimeters long, and it's just over a touch over 6 centimeters square. So I've marked centers on either end, and I've just put a line up and squared that round, just to give me a bit of a guide, because what I want to do is try and keep the bottom square and just shape the top. I'm not too sure whether that might be a little bit too high at the moment, but I might bring that down a little bit, but at the moment I'm going to leave it at that, and we'll see how it looks. What I've also got is a few of these offcuts of a burr that I turned some months ago now, and they've been kicking around in the workshop, and I was just wondering whether I could incorporate these into the vase. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that, but I'm just thinking that possibly I could put some bits around the bottom just to give it some sort of decorative feature around the bottom. So I'm going to have a look at those, see whether we can use those, but I want to get this turned first. Like I say, keep the bottom square and just turn the top. So we'll go across to the lathe, get this mounted up, and get started. Okay, so I've got the piece between centres, and now I'm just going to turn the top to form the sort of vase. It's going to be a bud vase, so I want a narrowish neck up here, and perhaps with just a little flange at the top. I will put a tenon on the end, and so I can mount it back into the chuck at some point, but I'm just going to try and get this piece here cut to shape first. Okay, so I'm happy with the shape I've got there. I've drilled the hole in the bottom there to take just to take the tube, which that will slide in when we're finished. And like I say, I'm happy with the shape, so I'm just going to give it some sanding sealer now. And I've sanded up these surfaces. Some of these are going to be covered up anyway, but I wanted particular attention around these areas, so I've sanded those up best I can. I'm going to give it some sanding sealer, some Yorkshire grit, and finish it with some paste wax, and then we'll move on to the next stage.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
Okay, I've cut some pieces of the offcuts of burr that I've had left over from a previous project. So I'm gonna try and position these now onto the bottom of the vase. I think it's probably easier to do this while it's still on the lathe. I could take it off and put it on the bench, but I'm going to try and do it while it's on the lathe. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to use some CA glue just to stick them on. So let's get on and see if we can get these mounted up on here. They are only about 3mm in thickness. I did just run them through the bandsaw just to true them up a little bit. I mean, they weren't too bad because they were off the bandsaw anyway. But I'm going to put these on. I'm not too sure at the moment. I'm going to put one on here and then put the other one on and then see what it looks like before I move around to the other side. So just very carefully put some CA glue around the edges. Get on that piece there, and just a little bit in the middle there. And I'm not sure how this is. It's all very dry. It's a very dry piece of timber, and these are very dry as well. So I'm hoping that they're going to remain in place. And let's wait and see.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small.
just going to trim this off to length, and then I'll use that piece to turn round to that side, and that gives you some continuity with the shape. Obviously it's not going to be perfect when you come to the last corner, but we'll see how it looks when we've got these pieces on.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Well, that's another little project finished. Just a little vase. And just a piece of ash. What I've tried to do is just to use up some of the scraps of burr that I turned some months ago now, and these have been kicking around in the workshop, and I've still got a few more pieces here, off-cuts, so no doubt I'll try and use them on another project at some point, but I just thought it would give that a little bit of decoration around the bottom to make it something just a little bit different. So I'm pleased how it's turned out. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, then perhaps you'd like to go along and consider subscribing. And push that notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new content. So all in all, a nice little project to do. There is a little tube in the top there, so hope you've enjoyed it. Until the next time, bye for now.